Alright, hello gamers, welcome back to the show. I am your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk, and today is Guild Wars Tuesday. We are back in the wonderful world of Tyria, which, as we learned the other day, is apparently the same universe as StarCraft. That was a weird revelation. And, yeah, just going to hopefully have some fun today. There was a bit of news this morning. Apparently Guild Wars Reforged, that's Guild Wars 1, is getting ported to mobile. So people on mobile devices can log into Guild Wars 1 and play with others. That is apparently coming soon. A little bit later, we will watch the trailer for that and go over the information that is out so far on it. One of the links for it is currently down, so I'm waiting a bit to see if they are fixing that right now before we really dive into it. 21st anniversary. Yep. Coming up on the 20th anniversary for factions, I believe. Is this Guild Wars 3? Is it? Is Guild Wars 2 dead? Is it? I don't know what to do with that statement. Let's see. Sans says, imagine hurting yourself because you can't talk properly. Dude, it sucks so bad. I actually, I said this yesterday, but y'all remember how I was trying, like I was applying for a voice acting gig? I got back some really good news on that, but there's an NDA, so I can't say anything. So just pretend I just told you like the greatest news ever and you're happy for me and just say grats. I'll tell you when I can. And then I'm also dealing with this at the same time. So yeah, it really, really sucks. Like yeah, I know, right? Yeah. The discomfort is still there. Still feels like there's a knot that's just like, it swells up and gets in the way from time to time. Please up your audio. Please up my audio? No, everything, I'll pull the mic a touch closer, but everything is about the same as what we normally have. I feel like we need to do TTS, but it's just flute reading what Muck types. Oh, God, there was a few days that we did TTS, and it was, it's pretty lame. Mukluk Prime for Transformers 18. Doing a deep voice is what hurts the most right now. I don't know about that. Let's see. I'm amazing at keeping secrets because I don't remember and don't care. Well, there you go. Can I use my Guild Wars 1 Steam account on mobile? I do not currently know. I do not know. They tweeted this. Guild Wars Reforged its mobile devices this summer with new mobile-optimized UI and controls. Pre-register to get notified at launch. If you're already playing with an ArenaNet account, you'll be able to log in on mobile and play cross-platform. And there's someone here saying, please tell me y'all are working on Steam linking. But I don't know. They don't specifically say Steam. There is a link to a page that is currently down. And I've already tried to ping them about that. And there's a trailer, which we'll watch in a little bit. We know humans on Tyria are the aliens. Does that mean StarCraft humans end up there? I guess so. I guess so. Did you go back to the voice doctor? My second appointment with him was just a couple days ago, yeah. Yeah, I was poked and prodded a lot, and he gave me a new set of exercises that I am doing each day now. Yep. How long have you been playing Guild Wars 2? Your guides are great. I've watched them on YouTube. New player here. What's up, Borkath? I tried Guild Wars 2 right when it came out, which was, you know, like 13 years ago. But I only played it for like a month or two, and then I got max level, I got bored, and I moved on to some other game. But I came back to the game like 6 or 7 years ago. And then I just really kind of got hooked on it then, and all of the guides and stuff you've seen of mine are since then. I'm 99% sure that Steam or standalone never made a difference in Guild Wars 1. I'm not sure. I have a standalone Guild Wars 1 client. Muck, will you play Guild Wars 1 on your phone now? No. Have we heard anything about next story update? I don't believe so. I don't think they've revealed anything new. With a straw? Yeah, straw phonation. And you can Google it, it's a real thing. But it's basically like, if you, hold on, I've got a straw over here, give me a sec. If you don't blow through a straw, if you try to hum through it, but then if you pinch the end, okay, so like when the end of the straw is pinched shut, you can't make sound through it, all right, because it just doesn't work. So if you half pinch it shut, you generate resistance, and then trying to do like voice exercises through the straw while half holding it shut generates resistance. It's kind of like putting weights on. Or you can simply put it in water, you know, and it blows bubbles. But either way, it generates resistance, and it's a way to do physical therapy for your voice. So I've got a list of exercises each day I have to do that involve blowing bubbles into water with my voice and like exercises on the neck and stuff like that. Which so far, sadly, has not helped me, but we're only on like day 3 of that. In water sounds funner. I've been doing it in water. I was just explaining the science behind it. What is that statue? I'm not sure. Someone in one of the guild halls made it. I've got it set up to where most people have free reign to build whatever they want in the guild halls. Mike, I have a question. Why sometimes you can gather nodes from more than one guild halls? As long as your guilds have different level of the upgrade called synthesis output, you can farm multiple guild halls. And there are 5 levels of synthesis output, so technically you could be in up to 5 guild halls of different synthesis levels and farm all of them every day, if you wish. But if all the guilds are in max level, then they're all going to have the same level of output. Should I get nodes for my home instance, and if yes, what ones? I currently have unused stored Calcum node, and I'm not sure if I should sell to use it. What's up, Jessen? It takes a while for them to pay for themselves. You will need to farm them every day for quite some time. So if you're okay with that, then I've got a video on building up home instance nodes, and that video applies to the homestead as well. But if you don't want to do that, then I would just sell the node, because it takes a long time to pay for itself. It's so weird people have issues with voice because of their profession, but there are people who yab all the time, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. In my case, I had a issue December of last year where I did an 18-hour stream, and the next day I couldn't talk, and I thought I just overdid it, and I rested for a few days, and my voice is just, it's like there's been pain right here ever since. And sometimes that pain is a 1 out of 10, and sometimes it's like a 8 out of 10. Right now it's a 1. But I definitely just like, I overdid something, and right now my doctor's theory is the cricothyroid muscle, which is one of the muscles in your neck that you use if you try to make your voice deeper. Like, that's that muscle. He thinks that I mucked it up somehow. So, that's where I'm at right now. Banana milk. Banana milk? Wait, what? Are you recommending me banana milk? What are you talking about? Oh, I should have got that. Oh well. Okay. You're telling me that blowing bubbles in my chocolate milk when I was a kid was good for me? No, 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 no. Not blowing with air. You're pushing force through the straw with sound. That's actually one of the tricky parts, is you have to resist the urge to blow air through it. Like, you know, there's blowing air through the straw, you know, and then there's just humming with the straw in your mouth with your lips sealed around it. So it's just like, ooh, and then the sound does it. The second one is the exercise. At least something's getting blown. My friend, the voice doctor, taught me what to say. What? Oh, you're spoofing a song. I thought you were about to give me advice, and then you're like, ting, ting, I was like, what? Muck still no coke yet? Actually, the last time I saw the doctor, I was like, look, I've been on all these diet restrictions for 3 months now, almost 4, and I don't feel any better from that. I honestly, I was like, based on what you know about everything I've gone through, do you think I can go back to just eating my normal stuff? And he's like, yeah, should be fine. Just try things like one at a time. That way, if something goes wrong, you'll know what it was. And I immediately went home and had a Coke. However, it did hurt a little bit, so I don't know. I think based on my own judgment, I can have it occasionally, but it still hurts. It still feels like there's just like an open wound or something in my neck. Try a flat Coke and not carbonated. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was the carbonation or not, or if it was just the sugar or the caffeine. Caffeine, according to Google, is really bad for a sore throat, so it might be that. Have you tried a phoniatrist? I have gone to 2 different ENTs. And I'm currently going to a voice language pathologist, I think it's called. There's someone who specializes in therapy for neck problems, like voice problems. Or because of the acid, maybe. Have you tried Pop Rocks, but dump them in your mouth and immediately swallow them? No, I have not. Speech therapist? Yeah, something like that. But yeah, the first doctor basically just said, oh, you got acid reflux. Take this, it'll take 6 weeks to kick in and get out. And then that's when my misery began. Because I was like, what do I do for 6 weeks? And they're like, cough drops and ibuprofen. And I was like, okay. And then, 6 weeks later, I'm still in pain. Things have probably gotten worse, because that wasn't... I don't even think that was correct. Yeah, first one just was like, you got acid reflux. Here's something, go away. Second one basically was like, yeah, probably. And then the third one was like, oh, there's something wrong with the muscle in your neck, so... Percussive maintenance. Dude, I would take it. Hit me over the head till I feel better. Or I forget about the problem. Monk, why are console games short like Pragmata? It's not really console games, it's story-driven games. Story-driven games, typically, you finish the story and then that's the end of it. Trying to remember, how long was Pragmata? Like 10 or 14 hours or something? I can check my Steam in a second.
You must prove your strength to Ox by becoming the Ox.
By becoming the Ox. 13.9 hours. Oh, that's pretty close. Witcher 3. Oh yeah, Witcher 3 was amazing, but that was like a different genre of game. Don't get me wrong, Pragmata was a fun little thing. I do think it's overpriced. Because right now it's like $60 for like 14 hours. I would say if you're interested in it, I would wait till it's on sale if that ever happens. I do think it's overpriced. It's kind of like, was it Reanimal? Like, I have seen... At least on my YouTube feed, so many people are praising Reanimal. And it was a pretty cool game. It was 3 hours. 3.6 hours to finish it. And it was... was it $40? $40 for 3.5 hours. And it's mostly positive. So I was like, yeah, it was a cool game. But oh my god. It was so... Like, it's so overpriced for the amount of playtime you get out of it. IMO. It was too much. Greetings, Mug and Chat. Hey, Corwin. Mug Far Far West just went to early access. I am aware. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Boom. I'm ready. They sent me a key. Muck, in your experience, are the Biora Marches chests only worth it if you have the karma to burn tainted, turning ice into living world formats? I've never really done the math on is it worth doing if you don't have karma, but if you don't have it, you still get other stuff out of the boxes. So you would kind of need to check and see, I guess. Like, you know, you could check your income, like check out your resources are on your account on like Guild Wars 2 efficiency or something, and then farm all those boxes and then see how much you gain not counting the ice. That would be one way of going about it. Take a little bit of effort though. Are you checking Scars of Honor? Never heard of it. What's that one? Free-to-play fantasy MMO where player choice skill-based combat meaningful pressure shape.
On PC. No pay to win. Only
Oh, it's not out yet.
Guild decides who survives. This is the world of Aragon, a land shaped thousands of unique cathedral gathering, surviving arena. If you
First glance, it looks cool. It looks like dozens of other games I've played in the past. I might enjoy it. At the same time, I don't see anything really unique about it just from this short trailer. But, I mean, yeah, it looks like something I'd be willing to try. Is there a trick to Condi's Soul Beast? I tried it on the Golem and my DPS was pathetic. I haven't played Condi's Soul Beast in a long time. First thing I would do is pull up a guide on Snowcrows or Guild Gen for it and see what they are doing in their rotation instructions that I am not. That's how I would go about that. Monk, on the mobile version of Guild Wars Reforged, can I use my current account with all the DLCs? I would assume so. They mentioned already playing with an ArenaNet account, you'll be able to log in on mobile and play cross-platform. Is this still down? Hey! They fixed the webpage. Nice. Okay. Cool. We'll have to do a news video on this later. Neat. Yeah, by the end of the stream, I'm going to wait just to see if they release more information, but by the end of the stream, we'll definitely do a news video on that. EverQuest is the bit are chomping at... Wait, EverQuest enthusiasts are chomping at the bit for Legends. It's completely insane for a 27-year-old game to have 40,000 beta registrants. They only brought in a few hundred last Friday. Yeah, I applied for that as well. Yeah, EQ Legends... what was the other one? Monsters and Memories? Yeah. Like, there's a market for that, right? Like, it's... getting to be like the older gamers now. It's the ones that are like my age or older are the ones that remember like EverQuest and like that's their nostalgia. But that's still a lot of people. Like there is a market for that. Absolutely. Let's see. Have more of a desire to play my Writ than I do my my Ranger right now. Let's see. I want to do Hammerheart Rumble. Maybe Claw and then Hammerheart? Buck hates Ranger now? No. It just, on Writ, I can support the group and do like 10k DPS at the same time. On my Ranger, I cannot. And it's kind of cool that, like, even if everyone else in the group sucks, I can carry killing the mob. Oh, I have CPC on my bar still. What was that? I had this here from when we were fighting Dagda the other day. What is supposed to be there? Weapon of warding, that's what it was. EQ Legends has brought my dad and I back to EQ Standard. We're in our 30s and 50s now. Right on.
What the world has taken away from you, Jormag's blessings will return.
Let's see if there's enough people here for this. Oh.
I was the favorite.
Yeah, if anything, after getting my ritualist fix in, I kind of want to try the heal DPS Luminary build that I've seen on a few websites. Like, there is a heal DPS Untamed, but the fact that it has, like, 0 access to stability makes it a bit rougher to take seriously. Hey, Mike Chad. Hey, Heisen, what's up? Or Hizen, as the bot says.
Fire at will. Force it out of the sky.
I was the favorite.
Your age, did they have video games in dinosaur times? Oh my gosh.
The ice is shielding it from our attacks. Break the barrier. Some of you on the cannon. The rest, get up that hill. Incoming! Defend the cannons! Don't go after it unequipped. Guns and grenades are here. Incoming! Defend the cannons!
The wall's down. Strike now while it's stunned.
You must like me. Ha!
See, have you been enjoying RE9? Oh, Heisen, have you been playing RE9?
I give up.
We did finish that one. It's too easy, even though I have it on max difficulty. Almost done with the game into actual challenge. Heisen, there was a video I saw on it. God, I'm trying to remember. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find it. A guy basically took the 3 toughest achievements in RE9 and tried to do them all in the same playthrough. And one was like beat the game only saving it twice or something like that. So like when he died, he would have to replay like hours.
Say goodbye.
Your resolve is weak.
Watch the legends.
Quickly now.
Mud Craftlock done. The finale is being edited. The final episode is soon.
Until next time.
I give up.
This is going pretty well so far.
I was the favorite.
Watch the legends. Watch the legends.
Quickly now.
One more time.
Nice. Let's see, what was the... Where's self-stats? What the heck? It's not showing damage at all. What? On Earth? Dude, the self-stat window is like broken right now. That's weird. Anyway, what's the story looking like for this X-Pack? Visions of something? Visions of Eternity. Yep. Is this healing root? It's heal DPS. It's like enough healing to keep the group alive, plus all the boons, and then about 10k damage on top of it. Oh, let me see if I can find... Let me see... Oh, here we go. RE9's Trifecta achievement. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. So this is the guy. He was trying to do these 3 achievements at the same time. So is it never healing, only saving the game like 2 or 3 times, and I don't know what this one was. And then also he did it on insane difficulty. And then this video is about how awful it was. But he did it. He got it done. So he kind of like made his own hard mode. I'll link that in the chat if it's something you guys are interested in, but it was a fun watch. Let's see, Hammerheart. Alright, let's see if anyone is here doing this right now. It's about that time. Yeah. That's not working. Okay. New Skimmer is so good at those long jumps.
Don't ruin the surprise.
You said you weren't gonna call me that no more. You promised. Well, only 7 minutes older she is. And I'm bigger besides.
Didn't invite these louts here for tea. Fire up the machine, you dolt.
This the part where we blow them up?
I gotta do all the thinking around here. Yes, Dimwit, go.
Oh, can grab an EMP. Best music in the expansion. Is the meta health weaker now, no longer a slog? I don't really think this one was ever a slog, but they did reduce the health, yes. I find it so difficult to stability that shockwave he does on the Necro. Because Necro stability has like a 1 second cast time, and that thing he's doing has like a 1 second animation.
Guess so. Still need to use my cannons, right? I'll be the king of the cannons.
Prince of the cannon. Idiot. Oh, what did you do?
Oh, teleporter's not working. There we go.
Look out! Wars cannon howling.
It's gonna Bloodwell there because I know a bunch of people are gonna stand on that. Hey Mike, how's it going? What's up, Harry? I am really enjoying playing this class, but I really wish it had a lot less green crap everywhere.
Always gotta explain everything twice. Jimmy, hold those levers. The ones right in front of ya.
Oh, yes, big sis, right.
Good. Good. Yes, that's it. Platinum will break the
Never sparking. Stay away.
I warned her.
Will we have the last episode of Craftlock soon? Soon, yes. It is... I have recorded it. It is in queue to be edited. I'm enjoying the content. No, I'm happy you are. I truly am happy you are. Yeah, the finale is... It's a longer episode than the others, and it's in queue behind a few other projects, so it may still be a little bit, but yeah, it's getting there. I watched the entire Craftlock series so far, and I tried it myself. Can confirm gravity is nightmare level threat. Yeah. Yeah, gravity. Yeah, there was quite a few spots where I would like normally jump, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take the long way around.
Get your gold.
On my way, Captain Majesty.
Look out. Port cannon howling.
Oh my gosh. So many people stood in that blender.
Look out. Port cannon howling.
I saved who I could.
The scanners are dead. Are you? No? Then I assume that's job done. Fido was right. I'll be damned.
All right, nice. It's because of Craftlock. When I do map comp, I find myself killing all the birds on the map. The chicken meat. You getting that chicken meat? Haven't seen Red Muck in a while. Yeah. Alright. What are your thoughts about the Guild Wars mobile announcement today? I mean, Guild Wars 1 is an old game by today's standards. I think it's pretty cool that they got it running on mobile. That's it. I don't know that I'm going to be playing it on mobile, but it's pretty cool. I'll do a news video later this stream about that. We'll cover that. Because I know there'll be some people in my audience that are interested in that. What is the... I want to see, what is the ICD on this? 30 seconds. So 5 seconds longer than that. Hey, Say, what's up? And so the red moa was hunted to extinction by overeager and bloodthirsty players in search of gold. In search of chicken meat. Whole different thing. People just do not move in this meta. Yeah, I mean, some of the... I would say that when Jimmy is doing the shockwave, I don't really hate on people for getting hit by that, because I get hit by that half the time. It's a very fast animation. But when she does the 5 circles and then summons 5 blenders, like, there's a long cast time there. It's just like, if you get hit by that, come on. Hey AJ, what's up? Oh, am I full on points again? Back slot. Oh snap! What? What? Someone sent me over 500 burgers and fries.
Excuse me.
Oh no, keep it in. You can do it. That's an order.
Cannot maintain.
Wait, what? The intended recipient has changed their name. I can't even mail them back. How very strange. Reverse burger heist, yeah. Oh, I stability that. I don't need the dodge tutorial. Mike, what is your Q key binding? Auto run. Just, you know, run in a straight line.
Oh no, I pushed 5,000 too far and his magic lining ruptured. That fire elemental will incinerate the whole valley.
She said the voice line for you need to kill the fire elemental like when he died.
Oh no, My dear 5,000. This world didn't deserve you. At least the fire elemental was stopped before it could do too much damage.
Yeah, for me, Q is just running a straight line. That's it. Let's see. Could do Tyria. Tyria's about to start. Why are there gathering achievements and forging steel for a legendary? Oh god. Are you doing Season of the Dragons? It's been a while since I've done that one. I will say, if it helps, the way that I did that is like I did forging steel normally and then ran back through it backwards to get all the gathering stuff done when there was like, I wasn't stressed for time. Testing something. Is this around me or around the spirit? Must be around the spirit. I didn't get the boons. I started playing Season of the Dragons as my first time playthrough of the story, and it kind of rocks. Makes the experience feel so complete. Cool. Yeah, you certainly get much more rewards too. Birthday cakes. Good number of people here. Should be plenty for this.
We have protected Tarir for over a century. It will not fall this day.
Ah, dang it. Oh no. What? I just did teleport over there and did not move. More now. Hey, Maddie.
Make it count. The Octavine is vulnerable. Attack now.
How do I exit Forging Steel mid-mission? If you don't have the leave instance button, you could just exit to the character screen and then log back in. Do we panic? Do we panic? Waiting on east right now and west.
Victory is ours!
Why am I being prepared to fight, hero?
Time for the dodge test. Bloodwell. Oh my god, the Mesmer portal. I waited. I didn't fall for it, chat. Mainly because I was reviving people. If I hadn't been rezzing people, I probably would have hit it. Look, hoping you're well. I need a health update. What's up, Paper Roll? You kind of put me on the spot there. No, I still have the messed up voice box. Still doing physical therapy each day for that. Like I can feel it now. Still on the mend, hopefully. Fortunately, it's not so bad that I cannot work, but it is very annoying. I had a doctor appointment just a couple days ago, and he's got me doing new, voice physical therapy each day right now. Next appointment's in a couple weeks. Hopefully they've diagnosed it correctly this time, and hopefully I'm doing something helpful. Good morning, all. Hey, Laura. What up? You have problems with your voice? Yeah, right now the current diagnosis is the... Alright, so like this is your voice box, and there's a bunch of muscles right here, and right now they think I've somehow damaged the cricothyroid muscle. So, like, right this second, I feel like there's like a marble in my throat, like a lump in my throat kind of thing. And it's uncomfortable. And it's like, as I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, it kind of swells up a little bit to the point where, like, it's much more uncomfortable. And it's just like, it just does that each day. And I've been trying to kind of get to the bottom of what's going on since, like, December. So I can talk and I sound pretty normal, but it's just, like, constant, you know, low-level pain and occasionally high-level pain. Streaming every day got to? Well, it specifically started after I did a, I mean, in hindsight it was stupid, but at the time I just thought I would just like sleep in the next day. I did an 18-hour stream for like a big event in December, and then the next day my voice was gone, and I was like, oh, okay, I just overdid it. I just need to rest for a few days. But then it just like never fully came back. So there's like one day I overdid it apparently. You'll be the great Mongolian throat singer. I don't think so. I don't think so. I like the pirate voice from the other day. The text-to-speech one. Oh my goodness, I ran out of exalted keys. That's not allowed. Hang on, I need to go buy like 500 keys. There we go, 500 keys. Okay, that should do me for a little while. Guild Wars Reforged coming to mobile this summer. Yup. That is correct. Yeah, gonna do a news video on that in a little bit. I was just kind of waiting for them to get things fixed. I had to notify them that the web page that their tweet linked to wasn't even up. Little do we know, Muck is actually the lead singer of a death metal band. Yeah, guest starred on Disturbed, right? Not that they're death metal, but they're also screamy. Muck, do you like an open world Souls-like more than mission-based? Neo 3 or Elden Ring versus Kazan or Lies of P? Don't care. I would say what's more important is, does the combat feel good? And I would say, in my opinion, Lies of P and Kazan had better feeling combat than Dark Souls or Elden Ring. Elden Ring was, you know, awesome, but it had some of like the worst controls of all time. But it had just like this awesome open world and, you know, mystery and stuff like that, that it kind of made you forget about how bad the controls were. Yeah, I don't care if a Souls-like is open world or not. I more care that it feels good to play.
This model was originally called Hohotron, but the Winter's Day people threatened litigation.
Okay, that is all the loot from here. Money, money, money. Alright, now, sometimes right after this, you can get in on Death Branded Shatterer. Let's see if people are doing that right now. Guild Wars truly the game of all time. Can't believe it's still getting active support 20 years later. I think it should be said that for, you know, it wasn't getting support those whole 20 years, right? But it's like now it's getting support again, which is pretty cool. But it wasn't like getting support that whole like 20-year period. Shatterers at noon. You would be mistaken. Here's the pre-event. Shatterer's here now. Hit the birthday cake, get the free food buff. Get the EMP too. Shatter and DBS are two different events. It confuses folks. That is true, but I'm standing at DBS, so I assumed that they knew what I was talking about. But that is true. If there was confusion, I was talking about the Death Branded Shatterer. Hey Mike, trying to make the most mobile Asura warrior possible. Do you have any suggestions? Most mobile? For warrior, the first thing I think of is that one, there's a trait, and I forget what it's called, but it's like anytime you use a movement skill on a weapon, it breaks you out of all immobilizations. It's really annoying fighting against in PvP, but it makes it like impossible to lock them down. Didn't know there were 2 Shatterers. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That dance platform is dumb. This one? I mean, it's fine. It's okay. It's certainly not very fantasy-esque, but...
Get your tails in action! Move!
Hey, Crimson, what's up? That was one of the fastest DBSs I've done.
We're coming for you!
Like, that was the European method, but that was also the European method executed very fast. That was really quick. They skipped all mechanics. There's also 2 Claws of Jormag. Oh, because the one at the end of Drizzlewood. Yep. That is true. That is true. Don't know if Drakar's still going or not. Is Heal Scrapper good for raids? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, as long as you can play it decently, yeah. Yeah, it can pump out quickness, do some support, has the super speed to the party option. It's just helpful on some encounters like the that first one in Wing 5, that was at River of Souls. Yeah, it has its place. No, go back down. Oh. Oh. Well, okay then. Give me just a minute. I am going to restart my Guild Wars. Drakar said no. I was not invited to Drakar. Crash? Yeah, the application just closed. I didn't even get an error message. It's weird. Hang on. Okay. Try it again. Thought my internet was logged out. Dude, I got scared because last night, for the first time ever, I had a problem. Okay, so ever since I went to the dual PC setup that I'm on, I'm on a different map layer. Crap. Ever since I went to the dual PC setup, I have never had the stream crash. Because, like, if the gaming rig gets overtaxed, the streaming PC keeps the stream alive. But last night, the stream PC froze up. And so the stream died. I was like, no! And I had to do a lot of troubleshooting because it broke a bunch of stuff. So I was, like, having flashbacks of yesterday when it locked up. I was like, oh, no. Let's see. Dang it, where is it? That one. Dang it. Dude, this person pulled this crap onto me. There we go. Alright. We are back on the correct map. Jakar is super strong. I do have a YouTube short of Decima hitting, like, firing a red laser and it just, like, killed my game. So maybe it's the same kind of thing. Oh my god. What? Don't look at me, it wasn't me.
Look out! Need some help here!
It's stealing magic from the lost spirit! The gate's open! Now get in there and cut off the source! Open that rage gate!
Jakar whispered no. When my game crashed? Nope.
The gate's open.
I have to wait on an Ezra portal this time. I swear I'm becoming like Geralt of Rivia when it comes to not trusting portals. Those 2 reses up.
Oh no, you don't!
Am I playing as a Necromancy in this, right? What's up, Laura? Yeah, I was in the mood to play Spooky Muck. My favorite build on him right now is this Ritualist build that can, like, do full group support, but also pump, like, 10k DPS at the same time.
Open that Raven Gate and destroy whatever's channeling the Lost Spirit's magic! The gate's open! Now get in there and cut off the source!
Is there a link to the build you're using? I think it's on Guild Gen. Hang on. I might have tweaked it slightly, but hang on. Sorry for the sniffles. Build DPS, right?
There! That's all of them!
Okay. This is pretty much it.
This is it! Everyone! Attack!
I'll double check after Drakar falls. I think that is the build, but I'll check to see if I changed anything. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so there's two traits I changed from this. The guide is showing this and this. So this ups your healing a little bit, but if you feel like you have enough healing, this ups your damage. I'm running that. And I've run that on Bone Skinner and it was fine. This one is better if you have Dagger in hand. I'm using Staff, so I'm using Ritual of Life, which makes your Blood Wells revive people, so you have an AoE revive option. The rest of it is, I think, exactly the same. How about health not feeling squishy? I got 25k. It is 2.5 Weavers. Additionally, anytime I go into Shroud, that is a second hit point bar, so your hit points can't even be hit half the time. No, so it feels very sturdy. Let's see, What are the daily raids? Karen Keenan keeps Sanja of Doom. 3 of those are pretty easy. Might be able to do that. Or fractals? I haven't done fractals in a while either. See what the daily fractals are. Muck, if I am in the same party as a DPS that relies on dodge, which healer can provide permanent vigor? Which healers can provide permanent vigor? Oh, geez. I don't have that list memorized. I would have to check them one by one. I'm sorry. I know, like, Druid can. Druid can keep vigor up on a party. Necro... If you're using Staff, Necro can. Just Staff 2 every time it comes up keeps vigor up. Heal mech with Mace 2. If they're using Mace and not Shortbow, yeah. Same with Scrapper. Yeah, Vigor and Swiftness are among the least important boons, so that's definitely not usually the ones that are usually strived for. They are, of course, useful, but they are just, like, the lowest importance. Because, yeah, some supports can give, Vigor full-time, and others can't. I don't know what character I'm going to use that back slot on, but put that in there. Let's see. Swampland, Solid Ocean, Deep Stone. Would I rather do that or 10-man stuff? Swampland's not that fun. Probably 10-man stuff. Let's see. Creed Squad, Raid Mode, and what do we got? Raids, Experienced, Advertise, IBS 5 plus easy daily raids. There we go. Let's see. If anyone's interested, I just put that in the group finder on EU. Looking to do the 10-man content, the 5 IBS strikes, and some of the daily raids. Pretty easy, pay very well. Let's see what the response is. See who's interested. Let's see. Overhealed says Alack heal. Tilt is quick DPS, so I can pair you two together. Our squad. Any Alack DPS? That would be the last need. Not TJ says I can. Okay, so not TJ, you go Alack DPS, and then everyone else still in group 1 can be pure DPS. Okay, awesome. Let's see, Shiver Peaks Pass.
For Blood Legion.
Do-do-do-do.
Commander, heard you're headed back into the pass. I'll be right there.
Give me that. You stay put.
Hey!
Be careful up there. Conditions have gotten worse since Bangar left.
Or
We'll have to
Tempest
find
can also
another
keep
way
Vigor
out.
up.
This storm isn't normal.
What am I doing, Muk? A heal, quick heal.
Vanguard?
I already said it. Overhealed you or a lock heal.
Watch yourself out there, Commander.
The beacons are lit.
Commander, you heard it too, Cree. I should be there.
You're being a distraction.
Naga L? You can... Oh, never mind. I was about to tell them they could port to us, but then they did. Here we go! Noise.
Sounds like that worked out okay.
But no change in the storm. If someone's responsible,
Okay.
it wasn't that
Duh,
thing.
bears. Bears time.
How are you doing?
Not counting on any big patches or anything today, but I have been trying to kind of keep an eye out to see if there was going to be any more major Guild Wars 2 news today or updates or anything before doing the news video on the mobile Guild Wars. Waiting to see if they like add anything to the shop or anything like that.
All will be preserved, dreamer. Face my claw.
Easy. Nice job. Okay. Let's see. Don't know why I opened the guild panel there. Muscle memory. Franier. Think any big announcements will be next week? Yeah, probably. We're coming up on the, hold on. Let me go into this thing. No, not that. Wizard's Vault. Special. We got 14 days until the next big patch. So I was just wondering if there's anything else leading up to that. Not that today's news was small. Today's news is cool, but it wasn't really related to Guild Wars 2. So, just waiting to see if there's any GW2 stuff this week before I do a video.
Dream with me.
What do we get in the new update? I have a list, but since I'm in the middle of a boss fight, off the top of my head, there's a new zone getting added to Visions of Eternity. The story is going to continue. The 2 new legendary accessories are coming out. One for PvE and one for World v World.
So hard. But your long journey is at
Someone in the squad was thanking me for videos. That's sweet. Let's see. Whisper. Another screen. Okay, hold on. Where was the list? Okay, so here's the list. Story continues. Map 3. 6 new relics. New masteries. New legendary accessories. New armor set. Wizard's Vault refresh. That's what they advertised. Did you advertise an LFG? I put it in the group finder, and then I told chat I was in the group finder. So I guess someone in the squad was not from the chat. It's just totally fine. Muk, who's your favorite Guild Wars 2 boss? It depends. If we're talking like aesthetics, or are we talking like mechanics? If we're talking mechanics, I think Deimos is a very fun fight. If we're talking aesthetically, I think Zaitan looks awesome, but the fight's stupid. If we're talking charismatically, then Joko. Oh, I should have brought the worm for this fight. Whoops. Not Choya in the Pinata event? No. Watch out for the chains. Some of you are in the hitbox. If he casts it, you're gonna be in trouble. Like that. If I was on the Ranger, I could have searched and rescued him, but Bloodwell can't out-heal chain damage. I heard Joko praise Joko. Yep. Do you think they're happy with the Wizard Vault changes, or do you imagine there'll be more tweaks? What do you mean Wizard Vault changes? Do you just mean like the new stuff in stock? Like the last change I can think of is when they added blackline keys and bag slots. Or are you referring to something else? Removal of gold, probably. They didn't remove gold, but they reduced how much gold you could get from it. Like, you could infinitely get gold, and now there's, like, a limit. It's like a... It's like 100 gold or something? Yeah. 100 gold. I don't know. I mean, if they felt it was a problem, I think it's fine. Like, there's endless ways to get money in this game. I'm not really bothered that they did that. Like, the only time I ever really made use of that gold in the Wizard's Vault was during the Craft Lock playthrough. We didn't get the interrupt? That was really close.
An anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Big Creamy Hot Gigaladeria.
I didn't understand that last part, but it was probably nasty. Thank you. Oh, I just read what it was. Gross. Yeah, when the TTS said it, I didn't understand part of it. And then when it read it, like when I looked over and read it, I was like, oh. Okay. Let's see. Daily raid. Cairn Overlook. Yeah, there we go. Cairn Overlook. Cairn Overlook is probably the easiest one. Will you be playing Guild Wars Reforged on mobile? Probably not. I haven't played a mobile game on my phone in a long time. Usually, if I'm like on the porcelain throne or something like that and I'm messing around on my phone, I'm responding to like YouTube comments or I'm looking at Twitter or Discord or something like that. Long time ago, I used to play like Clash of Clans and stuff like that, but I haven't in a while. That said, I think it's pretty cool because I know there's a lot of people that will. Is he playing Heal Quick Ritualist? Heal DPS Quick Rit. Wait, what? If you can skip Soto first would be lovely. Wait, what? This isn't Soto, this is End of Dragons. Okay, whatever. He didn't have EOD. Yeah, but he said skip EOD, then he said skip Soto.
But as deathbeds go, you could do worse. Enjoy the view.
Maybe he meant skip to Soto. Oh, wow. That's, okay. I tried to point the arrows away from the group because I had one of the arrows on me, but the group was like all around the boss, so I just tried to pick the least amount of people to hit, but it still killed them.
This is the best part of the job.
That was a little risky, but I never tried that before. I used Weapon of Warding just to block the big explosion, and it worked. Pretty cool. Wasn't positive if you could or not.
No need to be ostentatious now. It's unbecoming.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I wanted to say skip on Soto because I don't have EOD. Wait, what? Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just confused. Because like we weren't gonna do anything in Soto. I don't think so. I was confused by skip on Soto, the skip on Soto statement, but I get it now. I think after this was Cairn and then Keep Construct, which are both vanilla. Alright, watch the numbers.
How dare you soil my nation?
Sniper's back. Wow, that person barely lived. They touched part of the laser beam, almost got vaporized. Muck, are you gonna play D4 for the story? I've been hearing some good stuff. I'm willing to. Like, I'm a longtime Diablo fan. I've played every Diablo game since Diablo 1 came out. And, however, I will say D4, like the base game, was a massive disappointment, both in how well it ran and also the writing. Oh, the sniper is still here. Wow, I stepped away at the right moment. Oh my god, Bloodwell. Holy crap. I stepped away from the party because I was like, oh, the sniper's still up. And then the whole party got evaporated. Oh my goodness. Numbers. Number two. Rose. Fly, you fools. I've got the green, so I stay. Cut the scene. Yeah, JoJo to be continued meme right there.
Enough!
Okay.
I concede.
Totally missed that today will be an ANET stream for Guild Wars 1. Hang on, let me see what they only give me. Okay, next would be Cairn. We got room for one more if anybody wants Let's see. Okay, yeah, they're doing a live stream on Twitch. What was the other thing? Massively OP? A screenshot from
there
inventory.
You are. Now that you're here, we can explore this place.
I see someone's a bit impatient. You think there's something important here?
Isn't it obvious? I make a discovery, I'm gonna investigate the heck out of it. And wait till you see what I found.
Where exactly are we?
Good question. I don't know, but the answer is most
I'll stay and
certainly
talk to her.
somewhere.
If you guys want to go ahead and run down there and get in position, I'll do the prep, and then I'll join you in a moment.
All right, lead the way.
Follow me.
Can I swiftness her? No, it appears not.
What the?
Whoa, that feels different.
Okay, reminder, if you have Agony, go to any other raid marker that does not have people at it.
Do you see
If you don't have Agony, stay with the heart. Avoid the little circles on the ground. If you get teleported away, special action key back here. Green circle, green circle. Okay. We got Agony in the raid. Whoever that is, please go to another marker. Perfect, thank you. Got Agony in the raid again. Perfect, thank you. Oh, we lost someone. We're still okay though. Okay, I have agony. I'm going behind the boss. This is going to make it a little difficult to keep boons on my group, but I'm trying. Revive that person if you can. We have agony in the raid. Who's that? Naga L, you have agony. Please move to one of the other markers. Oof. It wasn't clean, but it was a one-shot. I'll take it. Good job, guys. I got a mini cairn. Nice. Okay. Win is a win. Yep, win is a win. Alright. Probably good there. Alright. That's our squad. Thanks all. GG. Yeah, the next boss would be Keep Construct, and I would not say he's, like, challenging, but with, like, the fact that we're still 9-man and the mistakes that we're making, I think it'd probably be best to stop before Keep Construct. Has Muck made a video out of this hybrid build? I did, yes. Hang on a sec. That was it right there. That was before the patch where they nerfed everybody, but as you can see, it still works fine. Like, on that cairn, I did my healing, I did boons, I did 11k DPS at the same time. Who bullied Muck in the raids? That's the daily raids. I wanted to. As super casual, I don't even notice the nerfs. I really don't either. Like, when I'm excuse me, hiccup. When I'm beating on the dummy in the testing room under perfect conditions, like my quick DPS untamed maybe went from like 30k DPS to 28, but it's like, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, let's see. Alright, so waiting a bit to see if any other updates happen today, such as, like, the shop. Oh. Plaid shirt. Okay, well there we go. There's our shop update. Plaid shirts today. Anything new here? Painter's program's still there. Alright. So I'll probably wait like 20 minutes and then we'll record a news video. Thank God. Finally, plaid shirts. Quickness uptime on Kata and Evoker is super tight now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had less quickness per application on their traits. I saw a thing saying Guild Wars Reforged is going to be cross-platform on mobile. Yeah, I got a few things about Guild Wars Reforged pulled up right now. I think that's going to be the main topic of discussion.
Come here.
This is not a map for this. Let's see. Suddenly noises. Hope no pay to win when we'll creep in. Guild Wars 1 and 2 do not have a history of adding pay to win to their shops. I don't think you need to worry about that. Are you expecting any news today? There was a Guild Wars 1 mobile. That news came out earlier. I got here just in time to save these people. They're so lucky. Anything new except Gem Store? Not that I know of yet, no. Not that I know of. Just had a thought. Could the Guild Wars 1 mobile version be the secret project ANET hired a few peeps for, all the silly Guild Wars 3 speculation rolling? No, Nico, because when they were hiring someone, they said they were looking for someone with experience in Unreal Engine. And I do not believe Guild Wars 1 is on Unreal Engine. So I think there is still something else.
What was that? Great. They must be here to steal our supplies. We can't lose any of this gear.
Season of the Dragon sucks? I mean, I don't think it sucks. It's a big project and it has lots of rewards. Like, you get a legendary, you get a 32 slot bag, you get a precursor. Like, I mean, it's a journey. It's a long thing, but yeah, it pays really well. How often do you clean up your bags? When they get full. And we've still got space. That's not true. I don't clean them when they're full. We got some time right now. Let's see. Oh wow, 5 gold. Greetings, Monkey Chat. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Rue, what's up? Sell that and that. Guess I have all that. Okay. Eternal Ice is starting to overflow again. I'll need to go cash that out sometime soon. What do you use the Eternal Ice for? Turn it into money. If you do exclamation ice, I have a video on this if you're interested in it, but basically you can turn Eternal Ice into trophy shipments, which is like your blood and bones and fangs and stuff like that, and then you could just keep those, or you can sell them for gold. So it's basically money. Do I have any big ticket yellow items? Arms of the People.
This is most remarkable. This is the only proper course.
Man, I had a lot of orange items in here. I did not realize.
Affirmative.
I extract the upgrades then salvage. Yeah, that's kind of a time is money thing, right? Like you're spending more time to make more money. I just don't want to do that. Okay, well that's cleared up a lot of space. I have the unlimited? I do too. It's just a lot of clicks.
Should have told me. Sons of Svalir have turned them to Jormag.
Don't you still need Living World Season 4 to spin volatile magic? I don't... There's a... I do it at a guy in Eye of the North. I don't know if he requires Living World Season 4 to work with him. Messy. That's stupid.
We have to interrupt the ritual. Stand back or die. We can't must finish his ritual. Then focus on the shot.
did you get to me so fast? Fine. I can finish this quickly with a little effort.
Ugh. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. Oh. It's time, chat. Oh. Oh no.
Any interesting news?
GG.
With that son of Svanir defeated, the elemental lost its traction in our world.
What happened to Mug plays Necro? I was just in the mood. Been in a ritualist vibe lately.
Must be documented. First,
Needed a break from Untamed turning my screen green, so now I'm playing Ritualist, which turns my screen green. Basically. You streamers and your green screens. Dude, my dad came over the other day and he was like, "Oh, did you hang that up or did you paint the wall green?" And I just kind of looked at him because I painted it 5 years ago. And I have shown him it many times and I was like, "Oh god, his memory's going." Like worse than mine. I was like, yeah, I painted it a long time ago. Mike, you should play Amalgam so your screen is silver. Chrome it. Hey, Tappy. Mike, the StarCraft, you play the OG one? So I do have the original disc, and I did install the original. However, what the heck? However, it wouldn't full screen. So I grabbed the remaster of StarCraft 1 so that it would full screen. Because the original was limited to the resolutions of its time. So playing the remaster now. Boop, boop, boop. Amalgam is where it's at. I sold a legendary mob, but I'm not that good with Condi Selly Amalgam. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh, I had a lag spike there. Yeah, Amalgam is, I think, one of Heisen's favorite classes for soloing, like, champion mobs and stuff. It's pretty busted. Don't get me wrong, Rit is busted in its own ways, but Amalgam is pretty busted. So you're saying I should make an Amalgam now? You can. Minutes. I wish there was an option to sort bank material storage by what's full. I hear that. I have before, when I've like gone in here to search, like what's my max capacity? 3,000? So I've come in here before and I was like, can I search by 3,000 to see if that will filter what's full? It doesn't work. Has to be the name of the item. My only complaint with Engineer is quickness scrapper, because trying to get combos on some fights that require a lot of movement can be a pain. Yeah. I feel that way about Heal Spectre as well, because their whole thing is like you make a field and then you basically like pogo stick in it with your scepter stuff, and it's a similar situation. Because it's like, even though the Heal Spectre has a lot of mobility, because they have so many shadow steps, it's like, if you're like, make field and combo. Make field and combo. And if you're like, make field and the group moves, your combo hits behind them. So on some fights where there's a lot of movement, it feels like you're constantly trailing behind and missing your boons.
Hey Muck and Chat Mukluk, hi.
Who is that? Nezuko, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Keeping me in business, thank you. Are you gonna play StarCraft 2 after? Yeah. So going to do StarCraft 1 and its expansion, and StarCraft 2 and its expansions. It's just a kind of a fun, nostalgic playthrough of the whole series. It was received really well. Like, we started it yesterday morning, and I had higher than my normal viewership for a morning stream for StarCraft. So there was a lot of people. They were like, "Oh, nostalgia." Yeah, we're gonna play them all. I will say Zerg was my favorite race to play, so looking forward to those playthroughs.
That one clear of the cannon. Quick! Break these canisters and charge that golem! I'd expect this collection of ley line energy to draw out that thing.
For the Swarm, that's right.
Is decaying at a rapid rate.
I was for the Horde and for the Swarm. I've been trying to play Cuphead and just absolutely hate myself for it. Oh gosh. I've never played Cuphead. Might have to try it at some point, see if I'm better than that one game reviewer that got mocked. I imagine the experience if I played Cuphead would be like my experience with Silksong, where it will probably take me many attempts, but I would eventually beat it. But it'd probably take a long time. Which legendary do you recommend a newish player to focus on except the amulet and the fractal gloves? Ooh, you beat me to the punch, Wada. I was about to recommend to you the fractal gloves and then the amulet. Okay, so those are the two easiest. If you've already got those, then it's truly dependent on what do you want. You know, you could go for armor, you could go for weapons, you could go for the stuff over here. If you play... When I said over here, I meant this. If you play a lot of different characters, this is the most useful stuff. The rings, the accessories, the amulet, because you can use those on all your tunes, whether they're light armor, heavy armor, whatever. So those are really good. But it depends on what you want. Like, let's say you want armor. Well, you can get armor from PvP, from raiding, from World v World, from the open world stuff. It just depends on... Like, are you trying to get something for its usefulness, or because you're like, oh my god, I want that sword because it's sexy, you know? That is a lot of people in that donut. I can blood weld them, but it's not going to heal them through the donut unless the donut wears off before they die. Someone in map chat just went, oh my god, it's the get to the point guy. Feel like that not what I'm called meme. I really want to try characters a lot. Which trinket would be easiest right now? Now that your old trinket guides are 5 years, anything change? Okay, so you're talking about, like... So, the trinkets, right? Trinkets is kind of a loose term that covers all of this. That's backpack, accessories, amulet, rings, and relic. There are 2 new accessories coming out in 2 weeks. All we know is one is World v World and one is PvE. I don't know how easy they will be. Aside from that, Aurora and Vision are still the same as they were before. The rings, there is Conflux from World v World, there's Coalescence from Raids, and there's Endless Summer, which is from the newest expansion, PvE. Endless Summer is one you can do most of solo, so that's nice. For Amulet, you've got one from PvP, one from Season of the Dragons. Let's see. Yeah, got a few options there. And like I said, there's 2 new accessories coming out in like, what, 2 weeks? And we don't know what's going to be involved in making them, other than one is PvE and one is World v World. Endless Summer is quite easy, yes. And you can make 2 of it if you want to. Let's see. While we're waiting a moment, chat, I'm gonna take this chance for a bathroom break. Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Let's see. Probably want to cover the news in the near future. Endless Summer is super easy. Alt Park mirrors for a while and you're good. Yeah, Endless Summer is not too bad. I would say if you're already enjoying World v World, then Conflux is easy because you're already there. Likewise, if you're already raiding, then Coalescence is not too bad. But Endless Summer is good for if you're not doing either of those. Okay, let's prepare for the news. We've got... Let's see, there's the information about Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars Reforged coming to mobile. And there is also some screenshots of it from, what was it, the article? It was on Massively OP. So there's that. Do they say what time it is? 12 p.m. PT. Okay, so the main Guild Wars 1 team is doing a 12 p.m. PT. What time is that? That's like 2.5 hours from now. They're doing a stream. There should be a Guild Wars 1 update for the new dungeon today. I'm not an old player, and I want to try some classes. I want to be able to change builds at first, and Legi armor sets change every 3 classes, sadly. I can get Ascended weapons, I think, and change stats if I want to, but you can't change stats of Ascended trinkets. There are some trinkets you can change the stats on Ascended Wada. In Living World Season 3, and also from PvP, if you get the trinkets from them, there are these little things that you can buy that is like a consumable, and it makes your rings go back to the default state where you choose the stats again. Now there's a small fee each time, but it's an option if you want it. Let's see. See, I'm not too worried about the chest here. Let's head back to Mistlock, and we can go ahead and try to get the news coverage done. Hang on, I'm gonna hit play on this and then pause it. How loud is this? Okay, it's not too bad. By the way, for those that didn't see it, there was something funny that we saw when we started up StarCraft the other day, and hang on. All right, one of the very first scenes you see in StarCraft is this. It's been a decade since the end of the Guild Wars. The oppressive Terran Confederacy has stood united in its supremacy over colonized space. Does that mean that Tyria is in the StarCraft universe? We could have Zerg come in? That could be canon? Never picked up on that before. Gym Raiders, canon in Guild Wars, that's right. Next is Star Wars. Guild Wars leads to StarCraft, then to Star Wars. It's just flawless. It's flawless. The Cryptus or Zerg. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. News for the day, chat. What do we got? We've got this guy. Nothing new on the ticket guy. We've got plaid shirts. We have plaid shirts, and the Superlord Vanquish Homestead thing was technically last week, but I didn't do a news video last week. What else was there? Oh, Black Line Chest. I need to check Black Line Chest. I think this is still the buzzsaw things. Yeah. Yeah, this is still the same. What city is this? Mistlock. If you do exclamation Mistlock, I have a video all about it. It's one of the VIP pass towns. My favorite one. Okay, so it looks like it's just really, for Guild Wars 2, it's just the plaid shirt today. I think that's it. So other than that, we just got Guild Wars Reforged. Okay, let's get set up here. And move this over here, and move this over here. All right, and this is just, I just have this open for the screenshots. Okay. Dark mode. All right. Cool. Cool. All right, chat. I am going to pause the alerts here and going to go into YouTube mode and do a news video for the peepos out there who are interested in this topic, and then we'll get back to the gaming afterward. All right, here we go. All right, hello Guild Wars 2 and 1 gamers. Got a bit of news today, but for the first time possibly ever, the news post that I am doing is mostly related to Guild Wars 1. Guild Wars, on their official Twitter today, posted Guild Wars Reforged hits mobile devices this summer with a new mobile optimized UI and controls. Pre-register to get notified at launch. Already playing with an ArenaNet account? You'll be able to log in on mobile and play cross-platform. And then they posted this video. Coming this summer, no sub, all brain. Collect skills, forge your path, cook wild builds, lock in with friends. Play anywhere, anytime. Guild Wars Reforged. Pre-register available. So it's not on the App Store right this second, but it is there. Is this an April Fool's? This is not an April Fool's. I can confirm that being a very special potato, I have known about this for a while. I did not know if they were announcing it today, but I've known that this was a thing for a bit. So this is not an April Fool's. This is real. So it will be available on the App Stores soon. And we got an assortment of information about this. I'm going to go over now. So Guild Wars Reforged launches on mobile this summer. It's just been a few months since we released Guild Wars Reforged, a significant update to our award-winning role-playing game. Now, as we celebrate its 21st anniversary, we're expanding our effort to improve access to the original Guild Wars with a new free-to-play mobile app available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. Pre-registration is available now for Android users who will enjoy a new user interface and control setup specifically designed for mobile play. When Guild Wars Reforged launches on mobile, newcomers can download and play select parts of the game for free as an ad-supported client. The free-to-play experience offers access to the entirety of the original Guild Wars Prophecies campaign, while the rest of the game's available content will be available for purchase. Each campaign's paid version can be purchased as a standalone add-on for $6.99. The Guild Wars Eye of the North expansion and bonus mission pack will also be available on mobile for $9.99 and $5.99 respectively. Existing Guild Wars Reforged players on ArenaNet accounts can simply log in on mobile to progress their characters across PC, Steam Deck, and mobile devices with no cost, no ads, no restrictions. I think that's possibly one of the most important things here, because this is, I think, probably what most of you would ask me if you were to talk to me in person about this, is will I have to pay for this? And the short version is, if you're already a Guild Wars 1 player, you can just log in and play it on an additional device. That's it. You're not going to get ads. You're not going to get restrictions. You're not going to have to buy it again. There is only a cost if you've never bought Guild Wars 1 before. And if you play it on free-to-play, there will be ads, because that pays their bills. This should not come as a surprise to anybody. All right. Most mobile games, they pay for themselves either with ads or with aggressive monetization. And so this one is basically, pay once forever or play some of the game for free with ads. That's it. I'll go through all the screenshots in a bit. Testing on mobile will begin soon for Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and the Philippines, while global launch is planned for this summer. Existing Guild Wars Reforged players should log in on mobile using their ArenaNet account to carry their progress over. New mobile users will log into their devices using their mobile IDs and will have the option to convert their account to an ArenaNet account to continue their progress on other platforms. Unfortunately, mobile IDs cannot be linked to Steam accounts at this time. Mobile players will share the same game servers as PC or Steam Deck players, so you can play with your existing friends and guilds on the go. Mobile's new UI and control setup is also customizable, similar to the PC user interface. Here's a look at the two experiences side by side. And, oh, okay. So, I guess this is PC, and this is mobile. So, yeah, you still got your health and mana down at the bottom, but your XP bar is also at the bottom. Your 8 buttons that you choose are over here on the right-hand side. You still got pretty good amount of visibility. Yeah, it's not too bad. The minimap bot moved, but they said a lot of the stuff can be like dragged and moved around too. Q full screen. Oh yeah, sure. There we go. Oh, hold on. Okay, so that's PC, and that's the mobile screenshot. Okay. All right. We want mobile players looking for something timeless, social, and built for their enjoyment to experience Guild Wars like our original PC players did 21 years ago. With joy and passion, you'll still be collecting skills throughout Tyria, fighting in tactical combat that rewards skill, exploring this magical world to your heart's content, while not limited by energy gating or other gimmicks that waste your time or money. Taking a stab at like Clash of Clans. If you haven't played yet, now is a great time to download and start playing and get ready for the mobile launch. Pre-registration is available now on the Google Play game page, and I'll pin this down below if you want to pre-register, for Guild Wars Reforged. Apple App Store pre-registration will be available soon, and we'll share more info about the global launch of Guild Wars Reforged on mobile this summer. Okay, so there was a few other pictures here. There is this one here, and this is from the mobile. So you can see we got like the weapon swap down there, and we got like some skills over here that I guess you could hit with like your right thumb. Got some, you can see stuff that's like being cast and wearing off up here. And let's see, got another mobile screenshot here. Someone fighting right outside of the newbie area. Another one here. Okay, so we got like the party health bars up here. So, Minion Monster. I love it. The very first character I ever beat Guild Wars 1 with was a Minion Master. Okay, there's another screenshot. And we've gone full circle. Okay, so that's all the screenshots there. And then just to show some more, they also had an article that was on massivelyop.com, and I'll link that as well. It's basically got the same information, but it does have some additional screenshots, which is why I kept this open. So Guild Wars Reforged on mobile this summer. And then here is the inventory window, which was not shown in the other stuff. So you can see, you know, there's the... You can see from the UI behind the inventory, this is from the mobile app. And so here's like the different heroes, and here's the guy messing with his bags and his character screen. And this one was in the other one, and then these are the same screenshots from the other one. So really, this is just the only new screenshot, this one that shows the inventory UI, which seems totally fine. I'm guessing if you're like, you know, moving items around, you would just like, you know, click and drag, or you might tap and tap. I'm guessing it's gonna be one of the two. Muck, will the mobile app give you anything for reward on Guild Wars 2? Other than... okay, so if it uses the same account, like if you have a Guild Wars 1 account and you can use it on the mobile app, that would stand to reason that you can probably use the Hall of Monuments, right? So the Hall of Monuments, for those that don't know, give me just a moment. I'll pull mine up. And... logging in, and Mukluk Reborn. I have to type in one of my characters' names. This is one of the... okay. So the Hall of Monuments, for those that don't know, is a Guild Wars 1 feature where you earn achievements in any of these categories. And you can do many things. Like this is just like collecting mini pets and stuff like that. But you earn these achievements and you get points. As you get points, the bar on the top fills in, and every time it moves, you get another reward. And those rewards are earned in Guild Wars 2. So, like, if you've ever seen God Walking Amongst Mere Mortals, that is someone who earned an absolute ton of achievements in Guild Wars 1, and, you know, they get the title in Guild Wars 2 as well. It's a very cool system. I would, again, assume that if you have access to the Hall of Monuments from a Guild Wars 1 account, and then you're playing on mobile, you would still have access to it. You would still be able to pull stuff over. That would be, I think, the main thing. But if you have never played Guild Wars 1 and you're asking me if there are any other rewards in Guild Wars 2 for playing Guild Wars 1 on mobile, the answer is not that I know of. It's just there if you enjoy it and want to play it. Let's see. Probably allow you to farm minis in Guild Wars 1 to get rewards in Guild Wars 2. Yeah, that's one option. I'm on Steam. I'm not paying again. That's totally reasonable. I would hope, as, you know, a consumer, like, I'm not a diehard Guild Wars 1 player. I dabble from time to time. Hold on, my thing's out of focus. I would hope that they get it to working for the Steam accounts too in time, and that they are just trying to figure out how to do that. I hope they're not giving up on that. But I don't have any more information on that other than what is here. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. What kind of stuff do you get from the Hall of Monuments? Titles, cosmetics, like, look, see, here's like boots. So you can get armor sets in Guild Wars 2 that look like well-known armor sets from Guild Wars 1. There is some minis, like there's a orange tabby. There is some weapon skins, but it's cosmetic. It's nothing that's going to give you an advantage. There is 4 ranger pets. There is the cosmetic armors. There is miniatures, cosmetic weapons, titles, and like you can browse through these. But yeah, That's everything. That's all I know on it. That's all I know on it. So pretty cool. I'm happy for them. Hope they find success in this. And also, I'm happy to see that they appear to not be doing any aggressive monetization. No energy system, stuff like that. It seems pretty fair. It seems to follow the classic way of purchasing a game, which is pay one fee, it's yours forever. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But they do have a version where you can play it for free with ads to see if you like it before you drop, $10 or whatever. Which, if you buy it, that gets you the game on PC and on Steam Deck and on mobile. It seems to get you the game on all platforms if you fancy that. All right. So that's it. That's all I know on this. And then in Guild Wars 2 news, this is very important. We got a plaid shirt today. Thank God. So we got one new skin for plaid shirt, and then there was also something that came out last week, and I didn't do a news video last week because there wasn't any news, but there is the Super Lord Vanquish Homestead package if you fancy getting some 8-bit art in your homestead, all of this stuff. That's all the news for Guild Wars 2 for today. For today, that's all the news for Guild Wars 2. We do have, let me open up the Wizards Vault here. We do have T-minus 2 weeks until the next major update. As a reminder, that update is going to have the story will continue, the third map for Visions of Eternity, some new relics, mastery updates, legendary accessory. We actually know that there's 2. There's one for PvE and there's one for World v World, but we don't know more than that at the moment. 1 armor set and Wizards Vault refresh. That's what we've got there so far. As always, if you got any questions, problems, thoughts, concerns, put them in the comment section down below, and I will find you there. Okay, there we go, chat. Done and done. Glad the voice held up for that one. All right, let me resume that, and let me unpause the alerts. Okay, cool. For Guild Wars 2, you could mention the name of the next update, which they dropped on Twitter. Oh, yeah, it was like the only way. And I only remember that because people kept posting Uganda Knuckles. The only way. So, yeah, that was the thing also. Okay. Let me... Do you know DeWitt? Yes, exactly. Okay, give me just a minute. Let me cut out the news thing so it can start processing. That's right. Thank goodness, plaid shirt, right? Does it look good with a wizard hat? Thing is, my shoulder pads show over the shirt, so I have to see. All right, hang on a sec. Gaming afterward. All right, here we go. Oh, all right. Comment section down below, and I will find you there. Okay. Back to the gaming afterward. All right, here we go. Plaid wizard hat next. All right, hello, Guild. All right, there we go. All right, Guild Wars 2 news 4/28/26. Okay, cool. And put that over there to process. All right. Now I gotta make a Guild Wars mobile thumbnail. Ah, thumbnails. My eternal enemy. Making thumbnails is like the least fun part of content creation. Let's see. Time to channel my inner Clark Kent. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Get rid of that. Do that. Get rid of him. Okay. Do they already have any artwork for this? Kind of? They have a thumbnail for their YouTube video. Alright, hang on. Give me a sec. You're gonna hear noise for a moment. Alright. YouTube thumbnail. I have bad news for real Guild Wars 2 news. What? It better be not important. Wait, what is this thing? That's not what I want. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's that. What is this news? Wars Score Beta 2 announcement and Beta 1 retro. It's fine. I think like 5 people will care about that. I don't feel bad about skipping that. Let's see. All right, where's my minions? There are dozens of us, dozens. All right. All right, let's see. Oh shoot. This is okay, I'm just gonna have to delete that. Mobile? Work with that. And let's see. Just got to tweak it a little bit so I don't have the exact same image as what they had. What about you guys? You guys going to be playing Guild Wars on mobile? For me, I've already played Guild Wars 1 multiple times. Like, I might in the future. I'm not, like, immediately going to dive in on it. But I see the appeal. Like, if you enjoy the game, it's a way to play it more when you, like, should be working and your boss isn't looking. Or in passenger seat of a car. Porcelain throne. Alright, there we go. Pretty simple. I will never play a game on my phone. Playing games with my feelings, Banana, from your phone? Yes, on tablet, working on Guam. Doctor's office while waiting. Doctor finally calls your name and you're like, hey, can you wait? I'm in the middle of a dungeon. Hey. Thank you very much. Good thought. Okay, let's see. Mails. Guild Wars 2, News 4, 28, 26. Mark didn't like my idea. Add car for pun. Car. Oh, mobile, like an automobile. Let's go through the whole news video saying mobile. Oh my gosh, they're adding Guild Wars to mobile? Amazing. What's for lunch? Rice. We had a... Oh gosh, dang it. So stupid. We had leftover rice from dinner last night. And so my wife just heated it up and brought it to me. Okay, so we've got that. So next up is this thing still processing? Mobile gaming peaked in 2010 with Fruit Ninja. Fruit Ninja did very well for itself. Now you can play Guild Wars Reforged on your Tesla car? Oh my gosh. Alright. See, Shadow Fight 1 and 2 was so effing good as well. Now all I need is a driving license. Yep, that's the only thing you need. Okay. Let me upload this. Oh, I gotta turn off dark mode. Okay. And pull this over. And get most of the details from the last news video. Okay, April, what's today? 28th. Guild Wars Reforged hits mobile app stores. Guild Wars. Change that to Guild Wars news. Okay. And where is the stuff? Alright, so gotta post my sources, chat. Because I am a responsible writer, like your English teacher always said. Post your sources. Okay, I think that's everything. Boop, 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 boop. Honestly, the reason I do it is there are some games that I enjoy, but I have no content creators I enjoy for those games. And like, they'll post news, and I'm like, I want this news, but I don't want to hear this guy talk. So like, I'll go to their video, and if there's not a link to where they found the news in the comment section, I get angry. And I'm like, all right, listen, if there's someone that just hates me, but they just want the news, I want them to have access to it. I'm not trying to hold them hostage. I want them to have access so they can just get the news. All right, not VOE, not fashion templates, not fashion. Guild Wars Reforged, mobile. All right. SourceTrustMeBro.com. The source is I made it up. No Visions of Eternity. No, the plaid shirt's Visions of Eternity. It's a plaid VOE shirt. Clearly still relevant. It's like when you say Mr. Beast one time in your video in the hopes that the algorithm will love you. But it really doesn't work that way. Who wears plaid in the jungle? Have you seen what Jungle Lord Farron wears in the jungle? Almost nothing. We're processing. I know. Alright. Paste. Boop, 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 boop. Done. Okay. Alright. Awesome. So that is done, and now it just needs time. Okay. Boop, boop, and put that away. Okay. Alright. Sometimes that takes up to an hour, so I wanted to get that started now. Doesn't Guild Wars Factions turn 20 soon? Guild Wars Factions release date. April 28th, 2006. Oh, literally today? Literally today. Where is Loranity with her 20-year playthrough of Factions? So, happy birthday, Guild Wars Factions. It just turned 20 today. Laura on vacation again? Do you think mobile could have a pause feature? No, because it has cross-platform play. You're going to be logged into the servers. Laura said she's not doing a playthrough this year. What? Oh my god, am I going to have to do this? I wish she'd told me earlier. She hang out with friends? Oh my gosh. Quit showing off your friends, Laura. Muck, does Chip still knock your cup over? No, but that's not because he doesn't want to. It's because I have been diligently taking my cup out of the room with me whenever I leave the room and he's in here, because I don't trust him anymore. You should wait for the good expansion, Nightfall. Technically, I have never played Nightfall, so that's the only one I've never played. Buck, do you accept snacks as gifts? As long as they're in like a sealed package, yeah. I've had people send me weird stuff all the time. I think is it Canada that has freaking ketchup flavored chips? Like that is not a thing here. And there was someone that sent me ketchup flavored chips because they really wanted me to try them. I tried them. Wasn't for me. Someone sent me like $70 worth of crab meat once. My wife was making crab cakes for days. Guild MM bragged that water where he lived was better than water where I lived, and he sent me water, like bottled water. It tasted the exact same. He was full of crap. Crystallized ginger, one of y'all sent me. It was supposed to be like a snack. That was an attempted murder. My whole family almost died. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, people send me weird snacks from around the world for me to try. Send beans. 10-gallon tub of mayo. Why? My wife uses mayo. It's gonna take her a long time to get through 10 gallons. Can I send lollipops with scorpions in them? To my local FBI agent? Yeah, that one right there. Bluebell with an E on the end. Why didn't you like crystallized ginger? Okay, crystallized ginger was interesting, right? I bite into it, I chew it, and it's like candy. And I swallow it, and then a second later, an aftertaste would kick in that was like I had just eaten the spiciest thing imaginable. And I was like, what the hell was this? So I told my wife, and I'm like, I don't think I can finish this bag. And I was like, do you want to try it? And she's like, sure, I'll try it. And she takes a bite, and she's like, this isn't bad. And I'm like, okay, well, give it a minute. And she's like, yeah, I think I'll eat it. Oh my God. And I'm like, there it is. I was like, there it is. And she's like, that. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to eat that. And then we turned to our son and we're like, hey, you want to try it? And he's like, no, I just saw the faces you two made. I don't. So I can't explain what happened. But yeah, it's like both of us, like a moment after taking a bite of crystallized ginger, it's like getting punched in the back of the throat. I don't know what happened there. It was strange. And to be clear, I don't handle spicy food well. My wife loves spicy food, and she had the same reaction. What, can't handle spices? I know, but she can. She can. Find something easy to do while I munch. This is actually really nice. Like, let me try to explain something. So, any of my regulars know about the voice pain I've been having? Whenever I eat or drink something hot, it's like I'm normal for a few minutes when it comes to like my voice. And it's just like, it's an oasis in a storm. Oh God. It's, cause like if I put a heat pack or something on my neck, it doesn't reach the spot. It doesn't reach it. But if I consume something hot, it's kind of like a heat pack effect, I guess, on the spot on the inside. And it's like for a little while. It's like just relief for a little while, and I'm feeling that right now because this rice is hot. So drink hot tea all day. I have tried like 10 different teas since this went down, and I have not found one that I didn't consider nasty. For a while, my wife was laughing at me, but I'm gonna tell you the truth, chat. She made me this big thing of soup, and I was putting it in cups, and I was drinking soup with a straw. And it worked for me, all right? I can't find a tea I enjoy drinking, but I do like hot soup. So I was sipping soup, and that worked for that worked for a good while. I need to get her to make me more soup. Just any kind of soup that can mostly go through a straw, right? Like tomato soup or like, you know, chicken soup broth or like onion soup, like anything like that. Have you tried tea with milk? Yes. And I've tried tea with honey, and I've tried tea with milk and honey. But of course, there's a million flavors of tea out there, so I don't know if I got the right ones or not. Yeah, every type of tea that I've tried, to me, just tasted like dirty water. I was suppressing a gag reflex. Like, it was really gross to me. And I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong flavors, but I did try like a dozen of them. I couldn't find one that I wasn't repulsed by. Okay. Soup is tea made with stuff that's good. Okay. If you have a local apothecary, they could probably help you find one that you like. Apothecary? I have never heard that word outside of video games. I've tried a lot of fancy fruit teas, and while I can smell the fruit, I don't taste it when I drink the teas. I don't enjoy much tea, but chamomile is just perfect in taste and smell. Chamomile was recommended by, I think, Bluebell. She said I did it wrong, though, but that's fine. I did get a box of chamomile, and I had that in many different ways. You know, like I had chamomile, and then I had chamomile with milk, and I had chamomile with honey, and chamomile with milk and honey. Just all kinds of stuff. It just didn't work out. You did it wrong. There she is. You gotta get true, not box. That's the thing, is no one says that at the beginning. They're just like, get chamomile. And I go get it, and then they're like, oh, not that chamomile. They always wait till after I've made purchases, and then they're like, yeah, that's the wrong one. It's always one more thing with you tea drinkers. Oh, you didn't get the good honey. You didn't get it fresh from the bee. You didn't get the good milk. You gotta get it straight from the cow. You didn't get the good chamomile. You gotta crush a whole flower in the cup. You
Not
didn't
allowed
milk
to
the
work
bee.
because they won't stop running MS tests on me, but I can always afford to support my favorite streamer, Mukluk.
Yo, Arbalest, thank you so much. You keeping me in business. Keeping me fed with rice. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you use some good sense. I do my best. Is this gonna... Okay. I was trying using Weapon of Warding to see if it would prevent me getting knocked backward, and it did. Stability. Yo, Gala, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate you. Where's the husk?
Well, hello there.
Okay, that one's dead. Not needed over there. Stability. Stability. It's always kind of tricky on Ritualist compared to the other classes I play a lot, and that's that the stability button is different depending on which bar you're on. It's 5 if I'm in Staff, it's not 5 if I am in Shroud. So I have to constantly keep track of that, so it kind of messes with the muscle memory. Try to save this guy if I can. Did you just port out of the... Well, I guess you ported out of the red circle. I can't really fault you for that. He did port away right when I started rezzing him, though, and my eye twitched a little bit.
Let's roll.
Stab.
I thought this would end it. I still feel darkness and death.
Nice.
With a great worm dead.
Nice, 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 nice. Honey vanilla chamomile actually sounds good. How long are you supposed to leave the tea bag in the water? Like 5 minutes? Okay, so I got... And again, people are going to say I did it wrong. When people like try chamomile, I went to the store and I got chamomile, and it was like a box, and inside were a bunch of tea bags that were like wrapped. And each one, it said like leave it in the hot water for like 3 minutes or something. I'd usually do like 3 to 5, just to really get it in there. And then I tried, you know, like with honey, with sugar, and all kinds of stuff. I just... I actually wish I could. I wish I could find a tea that I wasn't repulsed by, because it would be better for me to get caffeine from tea than soda. Like, I can't, you know, disagree with that. Have you tried any with tea leaves? No. All the ones I tried were, like, bags. I was teabagging. That's it. You know what I haven't tried? Just hot water. Because water, typically the flavor is determined by the temperature. It's typically cold water good, room temp water bad. I haven't really tried hot water. I wonder if I would find hot water doable. Ugh. Ew. Dude, I'm looking for relief. I'm just looking for relief.
They're marching on the Titan. You should head that way.
Kill them, and the scepter will do the rest.
Really in the trenches if you're debating drinking hot water? I mean, I've basically been in non-stop pain for almost 4 months now. Most of the time the pain is a 1 out of 10. Sometimes it's like a 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 10. Like right this second, I'd say it's a 3. So just getting that to turn off for a while is just like such a breath of fresh air. So if I can find something to something to just like sip on constantly. Desperate times, desperate measures. How about chicken broth made from the powder form? My wife did make me like a chicken soup that was mostly broth. Like it didn't have a lot of stuff floating in it, so I could just, you know, sip it. And that was great. I don't know what she used to make it. I don't know if it was made of powder.
Like a niece to hand out grunt work to... Huh. Don't you outrank her, Fourth Bale?
That does seem to support it being a soft tissue like a muscle. Yeah, the doctor I'm currently seeing thinks it's the cricothyroid muscle, which I didn't even know that word before this whole fiasco. But it's like, just for educational purposes, you've got, you know, a muscle here, and you've got a muscle here, right? For turning your neck. But then almost wedged in here in the middle, so it's partly covered by the two of those, there's a muscle right here, and it's like for me the pain's like right there, but it's like when you talk like this, when you try to deepen your voice, you use that. So that's the one that for me is something's wrong with it. And putting like a heat pack on it, the heat doesn't reach it because it's covered by those other muscles. So I can't reach it with that.
The scepter.
Also, I just noticed got a lot of static on my shirt right now.
I need time to calm it.
Pure chicken soup liquid? Yeah. So you need to drink a lot of hot water? Maybe. Like real talk, maybe. Hey, Synth. Yeah, someone sent me that a little while ago. Thank you. Hot water with lemon and honey works. I didn't try lemon because lemon's acidic. And acidic stuff burns really bad right now. It's kind of like, you know, like if lemon drops on your skin, it doesn't hurt. But if you have a cut and lemon drops on it, it burns. That's how it feels inside my throat right now. I did try hot water with honey, and I found that to be just gross. Unfortunately.
It's just like Gorseval.
I don't care what you are. You're in our way.
Magic is cascading from it. Avoid those shockwaves however you can.
Miso soup might be good to sip on. Maybe? Just whatever it is, I need to like a lot of it. I messed up there. I was focused on talking. I just realized how similar to Gorseval's thing is. Any link? Yeah, didn't you hear my character? He said it's just like Gorseval. It's the same model as Gorseval. It's the same type of monster, which is to be it's a collection of souls. So yes, they're not related, but they were both kind of spawned from the same gross stuff. Like it's a bunch of poor souls that were just like forced together, and then they just like made this abomination. Now you're describing my workplace? No, I was one of the people that was really confused at the beginning, and I was like, why did they just reuse this model? Were they just being lazy? And then it's like, as I learned more about the story, I was like, oh, this actually makes perfect sense why this is here. Like, hold on, let me see if I can rehash this correctly. So the Titans use this place to like make more Titans, right? But there was also a lot of people here, they would use souls and like twist them and forge them into Titans. And there were a lot of souls that just didn't work out, you know? Like you get a piece of metal and it's got some flaws in it and you're like, ah, this doesn't work, you throw it in the trash. There was a whole bunch of people's souls here the Titans tried to work with and they're like, oh, these suck. And they just like threw them in a trash can. And this thing is the result of just like countless souls in a essentially Titan trash can for millennia, and they've just been trapped here long after all the Titans were no longer here. And so in that time, they just festered and became more and more hateful of the Titans.
No Name Found raided my stream with 32 viewers.
Thank you, No Name Found. Appreciate that very much. We're just chatting and doing some metas at the moment. We went over the new news a few minutes ago. Thank you so much. Pretty sure a big cup of molten lava would help with the throat problems. Yeah, did you know the human body can actually drink lava? Once? Fun fact. You could do anything once? I mean, not anything. I can't jump to the moon. I mean, maybe I could. Maybe I just need to do more squats. I am concerned. I am concerned. I am dead. Fuzzy Mug is... Oh, sorry. Any remember the name of Blish event timer add-on? Event table, I believe. Oh, that's the wrong one. Ugh. I got interrupted when I was trying to cast stability, and then I got CC'd because I didn't have stability. That Shroud 2 button is so fun. It's like, yeah, I do 1k damage. 20 times. Just this one. Nice. They actually stopped at that time. Almost got him. Double blood walrus. Get up, soldier. This might boot me. Yup. Nice. Hello, Concerned Dave. What's up, Zayu? Why doesn't the World Boss portal device work with this one? Doesn't the World Boss portal device just work with base game stuff? And then there's like a separate World Boss portal device for Heart of Thorns? I don't think that they've made one for this expansion? For Janthier? It has Janthier Sentry. If that's the case, then the answer is, I don't know. I do not know. If that's the case, sounds like they need to go back and add it at some point.
The chamber exterior.
Of course it's working. I calibrated.
Dragonstorm and Drakkar are also on that device. Noted. I've been using Event Table for so long, I haven't actually used my World Boss portal device in a long time. Maybe because it has more steps. Yeah, maybe because it's not just a world boss. Maybe it's a meta with bosses. Like, heck, it doesn't even have a boss at the end. Maybe because it's a meta and not a world boss. Maybe that's why. Only thing I might consider is the hot portal device. Yeah. Map travel costs money. Funny little story for you guys. Some of you may remember when Janthier first came out and they sponsored me to do a video promoting hype for spears. And they gave me access to an account that I could log into the Janthier servers before Janthier was released to make the video. And I did it, and they gave me this character, that, like, they gave me an account that had like full legendary everything, a bunch of infusions if I wanted to play with those, some unreleased skins. And zero money. And I had to contact them back. I'm like, yo, I'm having trouble starting this project. And they're like, why? And I was like, because you didn't give me a single penny. I can't waypoint to any of the locations you wanted me to film. And they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I can't afford the 2 silver to use the waypoints. So they ended up like going into the dev server and mailing me like 100 gold or something. Wow. Getting CC'd a lot here. You being a cheapskate, I always wonder why you prefer to TP and waste money instead of using the boss device. Time is money. It takes less time to just pop to the place, so I don't really think about it. Oh my golem died. What? When did that happen? Should have sold the infusions. To who? When I'm logged into the dev server, there's nothing on the TP. There's no one else there. To NPC? Oh gosh. Video begins with Muck vendoring chalk egg infusions for bus fare. I think, like, while I was waiting on them to get back to me, like, I did try to scrape together some... Like, I didn't want to go far. I was like, they were paying me to do that. But I was like, part of our plan was not me log in for hours farming. So I looked through the bags of the characters, and I think the characters, in addition to legendary armor, had, like, a stack of, like, feasts, like, raid food. And I vendored those. And that got me a few coins, but it ran out pretty quick. And then, by about that time was when they got me the 100 gold, and then I was fine. Okay, bad news. What's up, Blank? It appears the gathering nodes and forging steel are daily respawns. Well, you're trying to gather in there for the Season of the Dragons achievement, and you can't find anything? Is that what you're saying? The mini boss spawned.
I'll use Legato to do some damage of my own.
Did he get interrupted? He was like, I'm gonna shockwave you. Ah, just kidding. Should probably join this tag. Ah, rip.
And more of those turrets! Mount up on your warclaw and take them out!
Blood well this guy. Hold on, where's the... Okay, I guess we're going to this one. Never seen it done in this order, but alright.
You're making good progress! Keep it up!
I think I'm just soloing here right now. Okay, there we go. There's some other people joining in. I was doing pretty well. So one thing that's kind of interesting about this build... Uh-oh. There's one thing that's kind of interesting about this build is, like... Yeah, you've got, like, the weapon buffs and stuff that hit 5 nearby people. But if people aren't around, it hits you, your 3 spirits, and your flesh golem. So it's like, they still get used up to maximum effectiveness.
And more of those turrets! Mount up on your warclaw and take them out!
Dude, this is a lot of red circles. Holy crap. I wonder if these things, the nodules, scale with the number of people near them? Because, like, when I was hitting it alone, I got it down to 90% pretty fast, and all these other people joined in, and it seemed like it started dying more slowly. Unless there were other people there that just weren't rendering. Also possible. If you were Guild Wars 2 broke, what would your most fun gold farm method be? Okay, so I'm the kind of guy that doesn't like farming, you know, or just like doing something I don't want to do for hours on end just because I want the gold at the end. So typically when I need cash, or what I do to combat that is I find activities that give a lot of money for a few seconds of work, and I just do those once a day. My brain is okay with doing a small task every day over doing something I don't want to do for hours on end. So if you're interested in this, if you do exclamation daily, I've got a video that I show all of that stuff. And the video is called like how I stay rich in 12 minutes a day or something like that. but that truly is what works for me.
That's the last one.
But there are countless ways to get cash in this game.
The binding of wills. Strike at this abomination. I shouldn't recover from that anytime soon.
There we go. Okay. I was on my route recently, and I was doing 8k on the golem with stock Selly gear and healing moderate damage field. I think the runes, and staff need to be changed. Are you saying like you want to change your runes and your staff? Sounds like me. I'll check it out. Sure. And also, just to say again, Grass, you don't have to do everything in that video. The main thing is like, you know, the idea of it. You know, find some things that are like, oh, I can only do this once a day, but it gives a lot of money for, you know, clicking this one node, and then just add that to your list of things you do the first time you log in each day, and that kind of routine keeps me at, you know, thousands of gold. That works for me. Yep. Yeah, like, I know people that can go to Silver Waste and, like, run the Reba farm for hours on end. I cannot stand that. I go stir crazy after, like, 5 minutes. 5 seconds. I can't do that. But having just, like, a little checklist to do once a day, like, that works for me. That's dopamine. There we go. Checklist done. Is Reba that profitable? It used to be. I was mainly using that as an example. I don't know how well it holds up today. But it's something that some people will do endlessly, because it's not something where you do it and then you can't do it again until the next day. It's something you can just do it as long as you want. So some people will just do that while they're, you know, watching Netflix on another monitor or something and just go for hours. My eyes would glaze. Yeah. Yup. All right, awesome. Well, this was a lot of fun. Chat, thank you guys for joining me this morning. I hope you had fun. A few plugs on my way out. If you happen to be new to my channel, my name is Muck. I stream every evening and every weekday morning. I will be back in about 5 hours for the evening stream. I'll be on Guild Wars 2 again on the NA servers, and maybe some variety after the weekly giveaway. As always, please hit the follow button if you're on Twitch. Please subscribe if you're on the YouTubes. There's links to both my YouTube channels in the chat. Helps a lot out for us content creators, and a special thank you to the patrons. They keep this channel alive. I could not do this without their help, and there's a link to that in the chat if you're interested. Shilling complete. Thank you for listening. I'm going to find someone to raid on the Twitch Guild Wars 2 section just to support another creator. Let me see who is live right now. Let me see who is live right now. Who do we got? Dude, it's awesome that there's so many people doing Guild Wars 2 content now, but at the same time, like, I know so few of them. I want to make sure I send you to somebody decent. Let's see. Ryu the Red. I think I've raided Ryu before. I think he was good. We're gonna try this out. I'm gonna raid Ryu. All right, chat. If you like this person, hit follow. If you don't, exit quietly. Be nice. I'll see you guys over there. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will be back later tonight. And why didn't the raid start? Oh my gosh. It's because I typed Ryu the Reed. I was about to raid someone that didn't exist. Luckily, no one scooped that name up. I'd be raiding the wrong people. All right. Have a good one, y'all. See ya.
What shirt?